When Silentnight got in touch, the brief was clear. They wanted to produce 14 educational reels about sleep, featuring their sleep expert, Catherine. All 2 minutes long, all designed to perform on social media. On paper, it's a social content shoot, but as with any project, the detail is where the real work lives. The first thing we needed to figure out was the set. Silentnight didn't just want Catherine standing in front of a plain background, they wanted something that felt considered. We went through every single script that Silentnight had written and figured out what each reel needed visually. One of the reels was all about the science behind the perfect nap, so rather than just leaving the desk bare, we sourced beakers, test tubes and food colouring to give it that sciencey feel. Small details, but the kind of thing that makes a real difference when someone's scrolling through their feed. We found a brilliant studio local to us in Manchester and worked closely with them on the set build. We also knew that the inside of the shelves could easily end up looking dark and shadow heavy on camera, so we planned ahead and placed coloured practical lights inside each section of the shelving to keep the whole thing feeling bright, warm and visually interesting. Silentnight also wanted a bright, uplifting look and feel overall, so the lighting setup across the whole studio was planned around that from the start. The day before the shoot, I went down to the studio and met the team there to set everything up. Lights rigged, both cameras in position, everything checked and signed off. The reason for doing it that way is simple. We had 14 reels to get through in a single day, so I wanted us to arrive on shoot day and be ready to go from the minute we walked through the door. No time wasted, no faff. On the day, we arrived early, got Catherine into hair and makeup while me and the team got the final checks done, lights on, cameras set up, auto cue loaded. Once we were happy that the client loved how the set looked, it was time to go. Catherine was brilliant, as always. She got into a stride very quickly and just started flying through the reels. Before the perfect nap reel, Joey and I had to very carefully pour food colouring into the test tubes with water. We were both absolutely terrified of spilling it, but we didn't. Just about. We also had a reel about the World Cup, which required Catherine to throw a football out of the shot at the end of every take, which meant Annabelle had to be positioned just off camera, ready to catch it every single time. And she was faultless. By the final reel, Catherine did have a few stumbles. She thought she was getting away with it, but unfortunately, we don't miss a trick.
Sometimes I think you might not have noticed that I stumbled over it, but you always do.
In post-production, the scale of the job really became clear. 14 reels, 3 different aspect ratios for each one. That's 42 individual videos to edit, colour grade, subtitle and quality check. We reviewed every single take and picked the best performances, cut out any stumbles, graded the footage to match the bright and clean look Silentnight wanted, and got subtitles on every single one. We delivered the full set of 42 videos to the client within 2 weeks of the shoot day. Silentnight came back with a few amends and we got those turned around quickly, and then they were good to go. The reels are now being published across Silentnight's social channels over the coming months, so go and give them a follow if you want to see the finished product. From the initial brief to final delivery, this project is a great example of what a well-planned social content shoot can look like. The set, the props, the lighting, the prep the day before, the 2-week turnaround in post, every part of it was thought through. And that's exactly the kind of care and attention we bring to every project we work on. So if you're thinking about a social media campaign and you want it done properly, get in touch. We'd love to be a part of it.